Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shit Scrapper. So today I am back with the A Cherry on Top Weekly Sketch Challenge, a day late because I have been extremely busy and this is the first time I've been able to get in the she shed since the sketch was released. So we have two 4x6 photos, a 4x4. It looks like a square kind of behind it, kind of some mixed media, some stitching. We'll see. We're kind of gonna go off the sketch. I don't know how closely it will be, but we will get started. I have pulled out some papers that I think I want to use. I'm gonna say that looks about maybe 10 by 11. And I apologize. I'm hopefully not going to start coughing. I've been a little bit stuffy here lately, so let's see what we've got. I'm almost wondering, I kind of want to go off the colors of the paper, or the photos, excuse me. So we've got just over 10 by 12, so we might make that work. I really wanted some orange, but I think it'll be fine using these scrap pieces of paper and maybe using some of the other scrap pieces kind of as layering pieces. Obviously, we got to fill in a 4x4 square somewhere, because I don't have a third photo, but I knew I had these two that were landscape, and so we decided to make that work. I'm going to take an inch off each of them and kind of piece it together. Instead of one paper in the background, we're going to have two. Maybe three. We'll see. That is the wonderful thing about sketches. You can play around and make it what you want. So I think we are going to do this and tape that down as our background. And this is, I don't think I mentioned, the Lake Life collection from Bella Blvd. Unfortunately, there are not a lot of pieces left. I absolutely love this collection and would love to get my hands on more. I'm secretly hoping that at She Loves Color, at the end of the month, they will have some, because I will definitely stock up. I did just get a couple of pieces, paper and Bella Pop from Scrapbook.com, but that is all that they really have left. So I think what we'll do, I don't think I have, oh, I have a brown scallop. I don't know how this would look. I don't think I'm going to like it. I kind of want to cover up that seam. It's not really even the same color brown. And then it's brown polka dots on green polka dots. So we are not going to use that, unfortunately. And I don't want to use phrases. So we'll see if I have a thin strip of something else, maybe. Anyways, let's keep going. I'm going to do him by himself, and then this one down here. And a 4x4, I don't think I have 4x4 scrap piece either. That's 4. Maybe I could piece it together. And then I could do a large embellishment, so maybe you couldn't tell that they are pieced together. So what we're gonna do is cut. It's all about using scraps today, apparently. So that's gonna be 4, and that's gonna be 4. So we were gonna put him up by himself. Look at these. These are from 2022. About time they get scrapbooked. All right, let's get back at it. I was hoping changing the roll would fix that, and hopefully it will. Gotta go slower. All right, so we want him by himself up top. We're gonna do a thin white border. And we will put these kind of side by side. And that should be 4 by 4. And you wanna know, I might actually find another scrap piece of 4 by 4. Because I don't think I want white. And I think they might, it's shaded, so it doesn't look stark white on the sketch. So we might find, that does not even look straight. Apparently it is. Another 4 by 4. Bring in some more color, another pattern. Bring in some blue. Well, let's see what my title was going to be, because I think I was going to do a sunny day. So that blue would actually work nice. Just to bring in more color. Perfect. Look at that. Kind of like a grid on a bigger grid for me, I guess. Like I said, it was supposed to be, and that's not straight. Don't you love when that happens? Neither is that. We're just doing a thin, thin, thin strip. There. All right, so we want our title. We can probably, they have like mixed media in the corner. I don't think I'm gonna do that. We'll see kind of what embellishments I have and kind of go from there. And that looks about centered. Get our title out. Again, this is one of my favorites. I so wish we had more. All right. And the nice thing is we can cover up part of our photo there. So I will definitely need to glue these down. There, I do like that. I kind of wanted to tag. Anything else from here? Just water. I love these little bears, but we're not fishing. I think some of the trees I might try. Maybe some of the flowers. I did just get, well, I do like this little turtle. Maybe we'll do like a little scene with the animals. I did just get a Bella Pop. I just gotta find it. There are some flowers and a butterfly, so we might make it that work. And then we're gonna have to figure out something more up here, but I mean, you can kind of see the seam, but it's not very noticeable, so that is good. Good. I was thinking This Is the Life, that I would try to use that. We could bring in some red. I don't know what this cluster is going to end up like at the top, but we'll see. There is a sun. Family. It's probably it from the sticker sheet. we are going to commit to the title though and get some liquid glue. That is one thing with the chipboard anymore. The tacky, the sticky stuff definitely does not last. So definitely add your own tape glue to the chipboard especially. All right, I'll bring that down a little bit. Should dry clear. Should. See if... Keep it straight. I'm going to do the Y just so then I can kind of center the A in between just to have it spaced out evenly. That was too much glue on that one. Sometimes actually too with the chipboard, the layers of the chipboard kind of peel off as well. So you gotta be careful with that one too. So I do think this little cute turtle is going to make it there. And I could do This Is Life on top of it, because I want to keep that. And then maybe do something along these lines. Let's get the ephemera though, because I do have quite... Oh, I have it over here already. The ephemera. And what we're going to do is bring some of that red down. We can use this red butterfly. So if I'm going to have a bright color somewhere on the layout, I definitely am going to want it somewhere else as well, especially if it's not a prominent color in the layout. So that just kind of helps bring some red. Maybe we'll see if we can bring any red down here. Do have these trees that I'll probably try and use up. I don't use the collection a lot, maybe for outdoors. I've used it a lot for fishing. So I do have quite a few trees left over. So let's use those up because there's quite a few. I like the size of these two for this space. So I think that will be good enough, and we'll add this little guy there. But yeah, use it a lot for the lake, fishing, not so much for the outdoors like this. So I'm okay with using a whole bunch of those. I think I will commit to this little guy. He is going to overlap the puffy, so I got these thin ones, actually at She Loves Color last year. You can tell how little I've used them, but they're definitely a lot thinner than my normal foam stickers. I wish I had the package still. I don't think I do, because they are great when you just need that little bit. Like now, I guess he's not really, I could put him up a little higher if this will come off. Maybe. There, do that. So make a little scene down in this corner. I do like that red. We're gonna need a third element up there, but we are going to commit to that. Don't really have much twine. The Great Outdoors. Bring that up a little bit. Let's see what twine. Not really have much left, so we're just going to leave that. We do need a third element. I still have not gotten into the ephemera. These ones do have phrases, though. Maybe I'll bring in. But again, a lot of it is for the lake. So Biggest Catch, that kind of thing. That is not what they are doing. Don't like that. Lazy Days. Venture This Way would be perfect, but it's too big. Too big for that space. So maybe, whoops, going backwards. Boat waves, nope. Sand. I do have some arrows that are I just don't love those either. Could decide to bring in some more flowers though and add some. But I wish there was a phrase sticker. Let's see. I do have both packs. I'm so glad that I ordered both packs of ephemera. There's a cheeseburger. That would have been perfect for a layout I did, was it last week? With the Bella Blvd Love Grows Here collection. Little mushroom. Bring some red down. I did kind of want some red down in this bottom too, so we're gonna just add this little red mushroom. Why not? I don't usually use the mushroom, so we'll use that up. Wish I had another butterfly, to be honest. Don't think there's any in here. I think it's all fireflies or lightning bugs. Some leaves. Unless there's... Not a big third element, but I do have that butterfly. So far, that's probably the favorite of mine. And if I did that, I could do a thin strip of a color up there to anchor. And that's 4. I think we're gonna cut one of those scallops and not fussy cut, but just cut it at that line. That would help bring that blue up there too, and then help anchor that cluster. It's just floating right now, so I think we'll do that. I think we'll add the butterfly, and then I think we might call that good. Get my T-square. And you can see I was not careful peeling that tag up. And kind of what I mean with the pieces on the back, that they will start kind of peeling. So we'll reapply. Except now, where'd my butterfly go? There it is. And I am going to use a thicker one of my foam circles for this one, because it is overlapping chipboard instead of just puffy. We're just gonna add the butterfly. So there is a third element. Didn't get to use This Is the Life, which is okay. But I think we're gonna call that good. So thanks for sticking with me for this live video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will luckily completing it on Wednesday so I can upload it for my cherry points, but just couldn't get it uploaded on YouTube Wednesday as well, so that's why you're getting it today, Thursday. But hope you guys enjoyed this real-time video using Like Life and the weekly sketch from A Cherry on Top. We will see you next time. Bye guys.